up everybody? Welcome back for another video. I don't exactly know where I left off last video because I have two videos to edit at the moment before I get to this one, but if you're watching this one, that means the other two are up already, so go watch those. I guess I'll give it a little quick rundown of what I did off camera, which isn't much. We saw this whole setup's done. I had this mounted, but I might try to actually tilt this up a little bit so it's not on such a steep angle. Wiring is a complete mess. Hold on, let me get a light. Wiring is a mess, but I'm leaving it a mess on purpose, so I just make sure everything works. I want to make sure everything works on the car before I neaten everything up completely, so that's probably going to be the last thing that happens after the car is already running. Check this out. Put a little distribution block there, back behind this wire. I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah, that guy, right there. Little distribution block, so I have the battery power going to that, and then I can branch off. Have one go to the starter, and then the starter's jumped up to the alternator. Then I'll power up other stuff when we get other stuff. I'll be able to run my little switch panel off that, and I have some stuff coming from Amazon to make a little fuse, my own little fuse box panel thing. I'll probably make a nice panel plate thing, big enough to where I can mount the ECU on it also, just to make everything nice and neat. Keep your eyes peeled for a video on that, because that's actually very simple, but I know a lot of people have some trouble with electrical, so I'll do my best to explain it and make it easy, hopefully make you guys understand it very easily. Alright, so where we're at today, I do have, I don't know where all the parts are. They're around here somewhere. I got some like heat shielding. I've been waiting on this. This is gonna be for the turbo drain, and then I have a smaller one that's gonna fit over the dash 4 for the turbo feed. Those I've been waiting on just to actually install the turbo and get that on. So what I wanna do now is, I can't mount the manifold yet. I'll show you why in a second. The main reason I haven't mounted the manifold yet is because of the oiling situation. So this is a new top mount manifold that changes the turbo from obviously the bottom to a top mounted, so you're gonna see it sitting at the top of the engine bay. The turbo feed is the issue here. This is just on, just for show. Turbo's gonna be sitting here, gonna have to have the turbo feed coming up, turbo drain going down. That's the head drain right there, which I have to try to reroute that, make that a little neater. Turbo drain's gonna go into a Y adapter that I have there. And then the feed, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it. The feed is all the way in there. That's the feed. And that is the manifold. So I probably, with this mounted, I won't be able to get my hand in there to actually attach the AN fitting. So that's why this hasn't been mounted yet, because I've been waiting for the heat shield, and I think that was it, because I think I had the hose all ready for it. So heat shield's finally here. We're gonna attempt to make the line for that. What we're probably gonna do is probably just make the turbo feed line extra long, so I won't have to worry about recutting it. So I could probably run it far enough away from the manifold so I don't have to worry about that heat being an issue. So I guess I'm gonna plop the turbo on here and just like get an estimate with the line. So let me try to do that. Now we're gonna have to clock this turbo. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right at the moment. I probably should. You want your turbo drain to be facing straight down. So right now it's facing the engine block and the feed is facing the strut tower. Maybe we'll try to clock this quick and then work off the lines, or maybe we'll just get an estimate because it's really not that far off. Our dash 4. So it's been a little while since the last clip. Been just working and trying to figure stuff out here. I got the turbo clocked. The drain is attached to it. I will probably have to take this whole piece off just to tighten the AN fitting onto that, because it's right next to like the housing, and I can't get a wrench in on it. Oil feed is on. That's right in here. I have it making a hard turn. I'm gonna like attach it to the, probably zip tie to the motor mount just to keep it as far away from the header as possible. Got the wrapping on it. Come up to the top and oil feed. So I think next thing I have to do is figure out this situation. I don't know where my light went. I gotta figure out this situation because head drain comes off. The only fittings that it came with was a 45 and a 90, so I just used those just to get it done because I wanted to get the engine in the car and I didn't want to have to wait for fittings. So I just went with that because, as you can see, there's no room to make an attachment back there. The 90 is down here going into a Y. The way it sits now, this piece is like very close or almost touching the header when I put it on, so I might try to take this piece and turn it upright, so then this guy's at the bottom there, and maybe it'll pull that away from the header a little bit more, and then I could go not head drain, turbo drain. Like turbo drain is just really short. It's almost like from like right here to like there. It's only a couple feet, so that will be kicked up. That'll have a 60-degree fitting on it, and then I can worry about actually attaching the manifold and stuff once that is on. So looks like kind of like the last few steps to get the exhaust manifold on and turbo, but it's taking a really long time because it's a pain in the ass. I must have taken this manifold on and off about 20 times already. Luckily there's no bolts on it, just placing it on, studs are holding it on, taking it back off. Kind of annoying, has to be done, so I'm just gonna continue working with this, and that's all I can do. I'll show you where I'm at right now. I think this is where we're gonna go with the turbo being clocked. Like this, I think so far. Those ours are gonna come off down there, connect there. Oil feed is going out, coming up over to here. My light just died. It's gonna come around, connect there. Turbo drain is connected there, and then I just gotta figure out. Let me get light, hold on. And then for the turbo drain, I have it coming out of a 45 at the bottom of the turbo. It's running super close to the exhaust manifold there, so I might have to try to kick it out a little bit, and then it's gonna connect right there, which is also close. So I do have heat wrap, so I will probably wind up wrapping the exhaust manifold as best as I can. Let me just figure out the length of this hose. Maybe I'll make it just a little bit longer than I'm expecting. Pop that on, and then I think we're done. And then I could deal with probably tomorrow or the next day of, I could probably deal with tomorrow or the next day or next time I have to work on this with actually bolting it up, everything. Then I have to see if my downpipe that I bought is even gonna work. So see if you can see this. Yeah. Always blow out the lines if you can. Get a lot of crap in there. All right, so we'll go over a quick little AM fitting tutorial here. You got your fitting. This is the part that goes on the hose. I don't know any technical names. I don't know if there are any technical names. When you cut it, they sell like hand choppers or whatever, but you could use an angle grinder, and just make sure you put some like tape on the end of it, just so it doesn't fray as you're cutting it. So what I like to do, I leave the tape on because it holds everything together. I have a little oil in this cup. I like to take a little bit of oil and just put it right on the inside of this. And sometimes I put like a little bit at the edge of the tape, just to give it a little lubrication to go in there. And you just gotta like try to start it. Be careful starting it. Make sure you get every every bit in there. It's the hardest part is starting. So if you have like a little frayed bit, try to stuff that in first. Doesn't help I have this heat wrap on it too. Stuff it in until you get it. I don't know, you're not gonna be able to see it, but it's right up to the edge of that. And then you have this fitting, and this is for oiling stuff, so I'm not too concerned with there being any oil in it. Do the same thing just for the edge of this. Not too much, just a little bit. Then you just gotta stick it in the hole. Sometimes it's a little hard to get it started, but I want to jam it. Then just start threading it in. And once you have it started, these are usually very soft metal, probably usually like an aluminum or something, so steel wrenches will scratch it, so if they're visible, make sure you take extra special care. They do sell AN wrenches that are, I believe they're made of the same soft metal. What I like to do with the vise, you're gonna be able to see it here. There's 2 pieces of wood. If you have the same wood, it works also. Clamp that in there. And then this is gonna be way under the engine that you could it's barely even accessible with the turbo and stuff off. So I'm just using a regular wrench. I have the thread started. This is when you just start tightening it. So let me tighten this all the way and then I'll show you how the fitting looks. Fitting done. So I'm just gonna throw this on the car and then I will probably just call it a day because well, let me throw this on the car and then I'll show you why I don't feel like putting the exhaust manifold on right now. And then we'll wrap it up here. As you saw, the turbo drain is on, the turbo feed is on. While I filmed that last clip, I totally forgot what I said to you guys before that clip, which was that I wanted to wrap the exhaust manifold with the heat wrap. So that's another reason I don't want to put it on. But if you take a good look here, the way this comes down with the studs. Let's look at this one here. Look how close that is. So it's gonna be like a little game of it's gonna be like a little puzzle getting this damn thing on, this exhaust manifold on. So I don't feel like dealing with that right now. It's gonna take a while. I didn't even know how the hell I'm gonna get a wrench in there to actually tighten anything. It's gotta happen. Not looking forward to it. I wonder if there is another way to do it. The other way to do it was probably while the engine was out of the car, but that's obviously not an option anymore. So we will figure that situation out. It's gonna be a very annoying situation, but we will figure it out. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on this on this random video of just like doing random stuff of getting the car more together to get it running eventually. So I guess if you saw anything I was doing wrong, leave me a comment. But other than the stuff being very close to the exhaust manifold, I know I'm going to try to heat shield it. This heat shield on those oiling hoses. So maybe leave that one out. I guess I really didn't do much other stuff. So yeah, leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe, and join me on the next one, guys. Boom.